Greetings, my people. My name is Chika Jabari Aswad, and I am a poet. First of all, I would like to thank those who so far have subscribed, liked, shared, and commented on this channel. My wholehearted respect to everyone, and I welcome your continued support. Now, I'm asking that you just keep pressing the like button so we can improve on our YouTube algorithms. Now, we live in a time where there's no trust for the leaders of the world, or politicians, or world leaders, etc. There's a lot of mistrust in the world based on a lot of things that are happening. And this is what this poem is about. Political leaders can be liars. That's the title of this poem. Political leaders can be liars if the masses are merely buyers consumed in poverty, living as consumers but living in depravity. Meanwhile, oligarchs and money-hungry loan sharks give out kickbacks in the cover of dark. Politicians call the shots, while poor people get shot by hired gunmen in uniforms. Police brutality is not a new norm. Some die from knees pressed in their necks as they lay prone and handcuffed on a cold concrete deck. Poor people are merely pawns, completely unable to conform to a system of, am I gonna die next? Someone has a power complex. World leaders are liars when they fund mad scientists at their whim and will as masses get ill in clouds of intended viruses to foot their eugenics bill. On vaccines they offer choices while they manipulate prices. Is this another one of their pre-planned vices? Then pretend not to have an antidote and gloat. Who's gonna give them a vote to relive the trickery and pain when re-election time comes again? It matters not who gets vexed. I believe someone has a power complex. World leaders are liars when they add fuel to the fires, facilitating enemies who were once friends to start wars that have no end, causing innocents to die in vain, satisfying their own egos while enhancing their personal gain. From the west to the east, they have no desire for justice or peace, only greed for land, power, and money to live high on the hog, them and their cronies. It will never be about good or bad. They create wars in the name of a god. No care of who dies next. I believe someone has a god complex. Political leaders are liars when they callously allow fires to burn and destroy forestry with no concern or care for the ecology, denying Mother Earth's harming, contributing to her global warming, industrial projects that rearrange Mother Earth's balance, causing climate change, then blame it on God as they say a prayer, ignoring the hole in the ozone layer. Who really cares who dies next? I believe someone has a God complex. They care not for this planet. The money they spend is not to preserve it, yet they spend trillions planning to abandon it. Why are they so hell-bent on so-called development when the poor they misrepresent as they tax their every red cent? They give no thought to the indigenous. Their actions are so spiteful, their actions so grievous. Their injustices they disguise with deceit and lies. Fauna, flora, and people needlessly die. Who really cares who dies next? I believe someone has a power complex. Politicians are liars when they promise a system reformation in an attempt to prevent the people's rebellion. It matters not what they say if the oppression is dressed in another way. Unkept promises made day after day, and the people's lives just waste away. Politicians are liars when they say, vote for me and I'll set you free. yet lock their people in concentration camps for their concentrated efforts to resist their deeds of oppression, when they deny carrying out assassinations so as to maintain their evil organizations, murdering journalists with intention to silence their uncovering of state run corruption. Any politician who is a liar should burn in the fire of the people's wrath and anger when the people can take the lies no longer. I care not who may disagree, but this is what the prophet Marcus Mosiah Garvey taught me. Political deceivers and liars possess neither the will or desires to honestly serve the people by whom they were hired, if all they do is deceive and rob, proving unfit to do the job, and with millions in old age they retire, then absolutely they should be fired.